A lot of times I think I'm still in isolation, even in the adoptee community. A lot of you got husbands and wives, and I never made it past that step. Because that trauma was just too much for me to handle. But I don't want to talk about me. I want to talk about the psychological steps of befriending a non-adoptee white person as a transracial adoptee. And we've all been through this. And I consider myself an expert because I spent 30 years living with white people, eating with them, so on and so on. So you can say that I don't know what I'm talking about, but I've met white people around the world. And this is how it goes. When you meet a white person, the first part of befriending them is the interest stage, is the freak stage, or the rousing interest stage, where they look at you and you're just something of interest to them, basically. Like a off-colored animal or whatever. That's the interest stage. It's the interest slash fear stage. They fear you, but you're interesting to them. And that's really the stage that you should keep them at. Because the next stage is when they get comfortable with you and they try and see what they can get away with saying little racial jokes. And if you let them get away with it and you don't check them, then it gets worse. Ultimately, non-adoptee white people cannot have a friendship with you unless you're in some sort of inferior position in their mind. It doesn't have to be financial. It could be whatever, psychologically, it could be socially, but you have to maintain an inferior position to them in order to have a friendship. Now, I've chosen that role to go with it. Whether I was being appear less intelligent and 10 times more intelligent than any white person I've been around, or whether you're poor or they can throw you money as kind of like a narcissist savior type of thing. That's just how it operates. And that even operates from like adoptive family into like an adopted child. They either have to be saving you, or you have to have an inferior position somewhere in their mind. And if you are equal or somewhat greater in their mind, that's going to attack their white fragility, and there can't be a friendship. Then it goes the other way. Either they can be hostile, ignore you, try and do things to sabotage you. But all non-adoptee white people all subscribe to that psychologically to a greater or lesser degree. So, and you can be okay if you're the one black friend, but I think there's a rule of 4 or 5, or that one Asian friend. There's a rule of how many people they can have of a different race before they get uncomfortable. I can write a book on white people. I don't have any close friends now because I'm being myself. I don't have any close white friends, non-adoptee white friends now, because I'm not going to play that game anymore. This is what you get. And if I make you feel uncomfortable in your white fragility, then we can't be friends. I've wasted too much of my life trying to be someone to make them comfortable. Let me know if any of you agree with what I said. Again, this is from the perspective of a transracial adoptee. Alright, I'm gonna eat my hummus and chicken now, and fries, and hook up my area heater, because the cold days are coming, and I am sensitive to cold. I'm a warm weather guy. Okay, have a great day.